Hello and welcome to Prime at 9. I'm Wamla and these are the headlines. Lalu Yadav was sentenced today to 5 years in jail and fined rupees 60 lakh in a fifth case linked to the photo scam. The three-time chief minister was found guilty along with 39 others. Family members of the deceased farmers who were killed by a car belonging to Union Minister Ashish Mishra and his son Ashish Mishra in Manipur have challenged the bail granted by the Allahabad High Court in the Supreme Court. In connection with the murder of 26-year-old worker of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, 3 people have been arrested and both the accused are said to be locals. Section 144 has been imposed in Karnataka's Shivamoga district till 9 p.m. February 23. India logged 16,051 new coronavirus infections, taking the virus tally to 4,28,38,524. The death toll climbed to 5,12,109 with 206 fresh fatalities. And now news in details. Lalu Yadav was sentenced today to 5 years in jail and fined rupees 60 lakh in a fifth case linked to the photo scam. The Rashtriya Janata Dal leader was convicted in the case last week. The case involves the illegal withdrawal of rupees 139.5 crore from the Doranda treasury as part of the photo scam that took place in the 1990s when Lalu Yadav was Chief Minister of Bihar. The three-time Chief Minister was found guilty along with 39 others. Lalu Yadav, who is out on bail and is unwell, joined the court hearing through video conferencing. On February 15, after he was sentenced, the 73-year-old leader was taken to the jail hospital in Ranchi. He may be released soon as he has already spent over 3.5 years in jail. One more case linked to the photo scam is pending before the CBI court in Patna. The case deals with the illegal withdrawal of money from the bank Bhagalpur treasury. The 950 crore photo scam involved large-scale corruption in which funds meant for animal fodder were embezzled from multiple government treasuries across Bihar. The Animal Husbandry Department allegedly issued fake bills to facilitate the scam. Lalu Yadav has challenged his conviction in 4 cases.
See, it's a judicial process and the judiciary has taken a decision. And don't forget, judiciary decision should always be respected. If you want to challenge, you can challenge it in higher courts, but it should all be respected at every level. That's what we are supposed to do. And this decision must not upon be commented. But there is a group of people in this country and a group of parties in this country who wants judiciary to give decisions according to their will and fancy.
Family members of the deceased farmers who were killed by a car belonging to Union Minister Ashish Mishra and his sons Ashish Mishra in Manipur have challenged the bail granted by the Allahabad High Court in the Supreme Court. A plea filed through advocate Prashant Bhushan stated that the family members have been forced to approach the apex court as the state of UP has failed to file the appeal against the HC order to grant bail. A report in Bar and Bench said. The plea also said that the HC did not consider the evidence against Mishra while granting bail as the charge sheet against him was not brought on record. It added that the HC granted bail without considering the heinous nature of crime, the character of evidence against the accused, and position and status of the accused with reference to the victim and witnesses. The plea comes after Ashish Mishra was released from jail last Tuesday after fulfilling bail conditions pronounced by the Allahabad High Court. He has been released from jail after completion of bail formalities, Lakhimpur Kheri Jail Superintendent P.P. Singh told reporters. A 26-year-old worker of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh was stabbed to death by some unknown person in Karnataka Shivamoga on Sunday at around 9 p.m. In connection with the murder, 3 people have been arrested and Both the accused are said to be locals. Meanwhile, Section 144 has been imposed in Karnataka's Shivamogga district till 9 p.m. February 23. A special team was formed to investigate the murder, and rapid action force personnel were deployed, and security has been tightened in the city as the situation is tense in the area following the incident. Nagaland government is likely to partially lift the more than 30 years old Nagaland Liquor Total Prohibition Act 1989 from new financial year 2022 to 2023 starting April this year. The state considered as wettest dry state in the country since NLTP Act 1989 was enacted. HornbillTV today interviewed various entrepreneurs, public leaders and social workers to know their opinion on the act. Let's have a look at the detailed report.
Nagaland Liquor Total Prohibition Act 1989 itu to ile ekta controversial act koi aru Nagaland to dry state noina wettest dry state enega bi koi to itu oporte itia financial year March April itu pichite to ile government pra partially itu ki lift kudibole nishna ami khan sources pra khobor pa ase aru itu garne ekta committee bi banai gina ase itu headed by Chief Secretary J Alam to tahan itu committee khan pra cabinet te itu tahan committee lote question round khan thaki na itu bisite itu committee la research to thik thak ase goile to cabinet te itu kotha tu lui gina tahan partially lift kurubo ase to Hornbill TV aji ami khan Dimapur commercial hub of Nagaland ete various businessmen entrepreneurs khan ki lok kuri na tahan la opinion lo le karne ami khan berai ase eneke aji ami khan ekta entrepreneur lo te aikina ase to tailo tibi tailo opinion itu NLTP itu lift partially lift kude oporte taila bhavana ki ase janibole garna ase. What's your opinion on this?
Regarding the NLTP, my personal opinion, I don't share any yeses or nos regarding that, but I think for the greater good, lifting the NLTP Act will be much better for the state, also for the people, also regarding consumptions, regarding revenues. I think that's what I think.
Afno opinion the ki ase partial lift kudi woinega ko oporte.
For me, in my opinion, the act should be totally lifted, not partially, because what people eat and drink is not up to us to make a decision. So we Nagas, we buy liquor from Assam, and a huge portion of the revenue goes to the Assam government. So by lifting this act, the Nagaland government has a huge opportunity to earn taxes, revenues from this sale of liquor. Plus, we Nagaland, we have a history of getting adulterated drinks from different parties. So with this act removed, I think we can also provide unadulterated liquor to the people, to the public, because at the end of the day, you're gonna stop someone from drinking. If they have to drink, they'll go and buy and drink.
Okay, so NLTP Act to ilitia of nila sabte successful as na failure as.
I think I can't say it's complete failure also. Only like we all say that Nagaland is the wettest dry state in the country. So I think that speaks a lot. So there's my opinion there.
Religion based to the alag opinions thakie. So as long as there is religion, there will be always interest conflict thakibo. So we cannot totally go 100% on religion also. So let's not just focus on the religious part, but also focus hand by hand on from the economic perspective also. Because nation building, state building, it's not only dependent on the religion. It's entirely dependent on religion plus economy also.
Okay, sir, itu of nila sabte itu act NLTP Act to ile successful as na failure as.
Itu mano mon mila se hole tu itu tu bon kurubo pare. Wabi eta nagamanu tu ki kubo balbi biasa koi biabi balasa koi honsabi misanisna bi hoise itu para wabi amikhan inika aponi khan HornbillTV khan tu mon digini public leader khan gote stores khan gote aru women ala khan ke jala tu itu khan pabina hele stores holebi itu khan holatu bon kurei bal hubo inika hibunigi ami pabina bi tu asa.
As per my observation, I would say that this act is not that successful, as compared to the other states.
Okay, as a youth leader, or as a youth councillor, okay, what is your message to the youths?
As a youth, a pastor, and also a counselor, I would advise our youths to choose life instead of alcohol. So choose life and not alcohol, because it destroys your health. But choose anything that builds your life and also for the future.
As a social worker, according to my opinion, I think the government has taken the right step, because late in 1920s to early 1933, the United States of America has banned liquor, and it has only encouraged mafia gang taking control of this liquor industry, and spurious liquor were supplied, and as a result, criminal activities were more encouraged. Other than doing good, it has harmed the revenue of the United States of America, and as a result of spurious liquor production, many were, sick. Basically, the sickness, as we know, is liver disease, and the same happens in the state of Nagaland. Now, as a result of this total prohibition, there are many gangs, the syndicates, the alcohol syndicates, who are running this show. You may see the outlets in Dimapur, where the mineral water are being sold, but in reality, they are selling liquors. So this is not how total prohibition is enforced. So, as far as I'm concerned, this total prohibition is not helping the cause of the state as well as the people.
Nagaland Total Liquor Prohibition Act 1989 itu act oporte ami khan aji various public leaders, NGO leaders aru public entrepreneurs sob logot ami khan jani paise alag alag opinion. Moi reporter Jivan Rai aru camera person Arun Lotha for Hornbill TV.
The general public often faces the problem of going to the ATM, standing in long queues, and then realizing that the ATM does not have any cash in them. But now, with the emergence of micro ATMs, this problem is slowly waning. The micro ATMs owners usually charge a nominal fee of 5 to 10% according to the transaction. And today, Hornbill TV went to the ground to find out how these micro ATMs work and how the public feels about such ATMs. Now, let's have a look at the report of our reporter Sumo.
Mohan dikhiba ase ATMs khan di cash bishi na thakina ATMs khan khali ina dikhiba ase itu di ajiali mohan aro dikhiba ase micro ATMs khan bishi olaina to mohan aji di micro ATMs la kunba owner khan ki khota kurbo aro dahan la itu business to kina ja ase aro itu dahan license khan ku diba bai kina ase mohan dahan lo di huda hudi kuribo to itu micro ATMs khan do kina operate kuro ami khan ki olop janai
Itu to mohanla machine ase, itu company pura ase, itu NSDL pura ase, to ami khan authorized pura ase, legal ase, to itu khan to mohan dealer pura loy. Dealer pura direct tahan agency pura loy, aro mohan to itu beshi important to money transfer khan loy, aro micro ATM bi use kori de, kitaba to cash laga bi issue hoy, itu manuhan aishe gole mohan to cash bi di de.
To apnian itu operate kuro bole la license to ku diba bai.
Itu to license to itu shop la license loi kina aro dealer purai mohan loi na aro itu dealer pura pan card Aadhaar card pura loi kina tahan pichote process mohan la kori kina de
to mohan jani se ATM khan to sob to itu bank lo dealing ase to apnian la itu micro ATM khan bi itu bank dealing ase
itu payment bank ase itu to na pay one ekta company ase Roynet ekta ase apni bi sai sabo pare Amit Shah pura last 1 month agete tai to kiba korise ekta meeting te saise apni pay one la or Roynet laga aro pay one la to itu Maharashtra company ase aro itu chalai ase
to apnian bi yadi maximum ek din dikima customer
Mala to iman customer nai etia mo nutun latest open kurigina ase mala iman customer nai
to apni la ita dakte highest maximum giman transaction hoina
এনে কেতিয়াবা 30 কেতিয়াবা 20 এনেকা আছে মলা ইমান বেছি নাই মলা এনে কসমেটিক এসেসরিজ খান অলপ চেল হয় এটোই আছে
তো আপনি ইটো ট্রানজেকশন দি কিমান % চার্জ কৰি
বেছি নহয় কেতিয়াবা 5% বি দে মানুহান 1005 रुपीस কোনোবা 10 रुपीस খুশি পৰা যোনটো দে মানে এইটো একসেপ্ট কৰিলে হলে ট্ৰান্সফাৰ লাগা অলপ চাৰ্জ তো বেছি কাটে তাহান তো এটো কাৰণে চাৰ্জ লয় ট্ৰান্সফাৰ কৈ কিনা লয়
কোম্পানী তো ৰেজিষ্টাৰ কৰিব লাগিব এইটো পিছত তাৰ পৰা আপুনি আনলা ডকুমেন্ট সব ভেৰিফাই কৰাৰ পিছতে আপুনি পৰা সাৰ্ভিস পাব এইটো পিছতে আপুনি কাস্টমাৰ লগত ডিল কৰিব পাৰিব
তো ইটো লাইসেন্স তো আপনি বেংক পৰা পাই না কুটি
এইটো কোম্পানী পৰা দিব
আপনি
কোম্পানীত আপুনি ৰেজিষ্টাৰ কৰিব ওটো পৰা দিব
তো আপনি লাগে দি ম্যাক্সিমাম ট্রানজেকশন কিমান
এইটো তো এক্সাক্ট ক'ব নাপাৰে কেতিয়াও বেছি হয় কেতিয়াও কমতি হয়
তো ইটো আপনি ইটো মানু ট্রানজেকশন কৰা দি কিমান % চার্জ
উইথড্ৰ তো আপুনি 1% চাৰ্জ কৰে আৰু ট্ৰান্সফাৰ তো 2% কেতিয়াবা 1.5 বি কৰে এইটো 1% তো কোম্পানী ল'ব 1% তো
আমি দেখিছে এটিএমস খান তো আউট অফ ক্যাশ মোস্ট অফ দ্য টাইম আউট অফ ক্যাশ থাকি না তো আপনি তো কিনা ক্যাশ তো কিনা পাই তো রান করলে মাইক্রো এটিএম
আমি তো ডিস্ট্রিবিউটর লৈ কিনা আছে তো তাতে পৰা ৰিটেইলাৰ খানকে আলাগ আলাগ দোকানদাৰ খানকে দিব তো তাহান পৰা ট্ৰান্সফাৰ কৰিব ও তো ক্যাশ তো মহান কালেক্ট কৰিব আৰু ইয়াৰ পৰা কৰে
তো মহান দেখিছে মোস্ট অফ দ্য টাইম ইটো এটিএমস খান তো আউট অফ ক্যাশ থাকি আৰু ইটো এরিয়া দিটো আৰু মাইক্রো এটিএম বিশো লাইনা দেখিছে সো ইটো আপনি লা অপিনিয়ন বি ইটো মাইক্রো এটিএম ওলালা তো কিনা
Well, I think it's okay, but I don't want to go into the technicals and specifics why in our problem one face where. But if there are ways where instead of ATM ones I need one the low variable, bhali ase. But considering how our place is developing and the number of population is increasing day by day, I would request the banks to open more ATMs if space is available, because that seems to be more beneficial for us. Instead of paying even a little bit of amount that we are paying to the extras to those micro dealers, it is better we can give it to the banks. Okay, and as a whole, if we computate it, if we calculate the whole amount, I think it saves us to have more ATMs. So I think if it is possible, the banks should look after that.
আপনি এটা ইয়াতে এটিএম দি যাইছে তো ক্যাশ না দিকিনা দিকে পাছে তো এটা আপনি তো ক্যাশ না থাকা তো কিনা দিকদার পাছে
বেশি দিগদার পাছে আৰু ওপৰতে বি সেম এসবিআই রে বি সেম ইয়াতে বি সেম বেশি দিগদার পাছে
একেবারে না থাকিও কিন্তু আমার কিটা মই কিন্তু দুঃখী মান আছে না তো আমার দুঃখ মান আছে 500 1000 হইলে বি ওলাব গই না ইতে আহিলে বি আর নাপায় আর কুতি যাব আমার কিন্তু উপায় নাই মই তো আর লেংরা মান আছে উপায় নাই এনে উড়ি না শেষ কিটা বি না থাকে হয় থাকে পারে হইলে বি উপায় নাই আমার কাম থাকা দান দি নাপায় তো ইটো কারণে আর এটিএম বি এটা দইলে তো ক্লোজ আছে একদম বন আছে ইটো পুরা তো কিনিকা চলিব আমার পাবলিক তো কিবার দিগদার করে কিনা আছে তোমরা মরম পুরা পারস্য গুলি তো ইনি এইটো এনি টাইম কিবা করে দিলে ভাল আছে কই মই লাগছে না
আমি দেখিছে এটিএমস খান দি ক্যাশ না থাকা কারণে ইটো মাইক্রো এটিএমস খান বিশো ওলাই না ইটো মাইক্রো এটিএমস খান ওলাদো একটা সাইড কারণে পাবলিক কারণে ইটো কাম বি ইজি করে দিয়ে হলিবি ইটো নিচিনা দেখান আৰু এক্সট্রা চার্জ করা কারণে আৰু ইটো ইনা ডাবল খরচা ইঙা হমন দেখিবা আছে আৰু হর্নবিল টিভি পৰা আজি ইটো অপৰদি মাইক্রো এটিএম ইটো ডিলার্স খান আৰু পাবলিক খান লা অপিনিয়ন বি লৈছে আৰু ইয়াদি ইটো মাইক্রো এটিএম খান ইটো খুলিয়া খান বি কোৱা আছে দেখান ইটো লিগেল একটা আছে কইনা কোৱা আছে আমি দেখিবা আছে দেখান লাইসেন্স খান না মাইক্রো এটিএম ইটো উলিয়া মেন রিজন তো ইটো এটিএম খান দিও ক্যাশ খান না থাকা কারণে আছে তো মন ইটো ওপর এসবিআই খান লো দিবি মন ইটো ম্যানেজার খান লবি খতা করলে কোশিশ করিছে আর তাহান কোয়া দো ইটো তাহান দো থালি থাকি ইনা কই হলিবি ইটো কুম্বা চাকা দিদো কি যাওয়া ইটো নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম কি হওয়া কারণে বি ইনা দিও না পারি না চলি তাহান পারা থাক ইটো আউটরিচ ইটো এটিএমস থাকা খান দিবি ইনা দিওলি কোশিশ করি ইনা না মোহন দেখি পাইছে ইটো আছে আজিলা খবর মই সে রিপোর্টার সুমো উইথ ক্যামেরা পারসন জনসন ফর হর্নবিল টিভি Manipur.
The Nagaland Football Association, in a press conference held at Mugukchung, announced that Mugukchung district will host The 22nd edition of the 22nd Inter-District Football Tournament or Dr. T. Out Trophy 2022 from 19 April 2022 with 16 participating teams.
As convener of the planning committee, which we had discussed earlier for the Dr. T. Out tournament, I've been given the task of introducing why we have called this meeting. Basically, we have met today. The NFA have been very kind to come all the way to Mokchung to discuss with the MDFA for the upcoming Dr. T. Out Trophy, which Mokchung district has been given the privilege and the honor to host this year. So today we have had a very fruitful meeting where we have come to a understanding and a final decision that the tournament will be hosted in Mokchung from the 19th of April onwards. Tentatively, it will be maybe about 10 days, and we are expecting all the districts, including the new districts, to be with us. That means we will have tentatively we have 16 teams.
Challenge we have taken, we are really appreciated, and we feel that the tournament will be one of the best tournaments so far we have been organized, and the way they are preparing, we feel that what we are given, then the challenge, they are going on the right track. That's what we feel, and the final program, everything will have another sit-in and we'll fine tune, and that in a very short time will notify to all of you.
Thousands of people gathered at Hatta Kanibung in Imphal East to welcome Congress President Rahul Gandhi. While addressing the gathering, Rahul Gandhi said that he doesn't come here with a sense of superiority like other political parties, but to approach people of Manipur with a sense of humility. He also says that the real strength of Manipur is its women, and Congress party had created unique 3 Emma markets in Imphal, which BJP failed to make any improvement. How is it helping the women of Manipur?
They come with a sense of superiority. When I come here, I don't come with a sense of superiority. I come with humility. I come with humility because I understand that you have a lot to give. I come with humility because I know that there is a lot I can learn from you. From the diverse tribes, from the valley, from the hills, from everybody here, there is something I can learn from your history, from your culture, from your language, from the way you treat your women. There's something that I can learn and I can take back with me when I go home.
BJP-led government has failed to do anything substantial for women and made no improvement for women markets made by Congress, said by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi while addressing public rally in Hatta Kanibung in Imphal. Regarding this speech, BJP Vice President of Manipur, Chidananda Chingabam, reacted and said BJP-led government has constructed more than 9 Ima Ketel or women market in different part of the state.
I mean, so-called prince of the Congress party today asks that regarding the Ima markets. BJP feels that Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party is totally blind. He doesn't know the infrastructure development which we have taken in the last 5 years. They could not understand the meaning of this Ima Ketel. You see, what we have done is in the public domain. We have constructed 9 Ima Ketels in the different hill districts. In Senapati, in Urkul, in Jiribam, in Tamelo, in Churasanpu, even in Kampopi also. It shows that Congress party has lost its organization. Organizationally, Congress party has lost because they lost their organization based in Jiribam because they could not see the Imakaitel which is constructed in Jiribam.
Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal, who arrived in Imphal on Sunday to rally for the BJP ahead of the polls, was speaking at an interaction meeting with the Loktak Lake community held at Iting Community Hall, Bishnupur district, organized by the BJP Thanga Mandal. While addressing, Minister said Union government will take every possible step to convert Loktak Lake into a world-class ecotourism hotspot with all facilities.
बीजेपी ने आप लोगों को पिछले 5 साल के अंदर जो काम करके दिखाया है और जैसे आप लोगों को इंसाफ दिया है, जैसे आप लोगों को सामाजिक सुरक्षा दिया है, जैसे आप लोगों को अलग-अलग स्कीम का सही लाभ दिया है, इससे साफ जाहिर है बीजेपी रहने से आप सबका जीवन हमेशा समृद्धिशाली रहेगा। सुख और शांति से आप अपने बच्चों को लेकर जीवन को आप सफलपूर्वक आगे बढ़ाने में सफलता प्राप्त करेंगे। इसी शब्दों का साथ मैं फिर से आज हमारे परम आदरणीय
This is all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.